Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to walk through the least intense form of Sun Salutation A. So we've had individual videos that have talked about upward hands pose, forward fold, halfway lift, stepping back, going through chaturanga, and downward facing dog. Now we're going to put it all together. In this video, we'll be working on the least intense version, starting with blocks and then moving towards not using blocks. In other videos, if you want a more intense version, I'll have the more intense version in another video, and I'll have the most intense or the traditional form of Sun Salutation A in another video. So to start with the least intense version of Sun Salutation A, come to the front of your mat. If you're using blocks, take those blocks, place them to either frame your feet, or what I like to do is place them right where my shoulders, right where my hands will be underneath my shoulders, so that I can move them back later, or just in front of the toes. It's really up to you and how your body feels, depending on the length of your torso. That's what's most important. And again, you'll have to play around with it. You'll see how it feels. So coming to the front of your mat, if you're standing where there's a fan, you might have to get the fan out of the way so that you don't hit the fan. So coming to the front of your mat, bring the big toes together to touch. We're in Tadasana, reaching the fingertips towards the floor, lengthening through the spine. Again, if you need to go over Tadasana, you can do that. Turning the palms to face out, inhale the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together at the top. Now, as you exhale, separate the hands, turn the palms out, swan dive into your forward fold, bend the knees if you need to, fingertips come onto the floor or onto the block, relax the head, relax the neck. On your next inhale, halfway lift, reach that chest forward. Now, as you exhale, conserving that exhale, slide the blocks out of the way, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, lower to the knees, point the toes back, bend the elbows all the way to the floor. Squeezing those elbows in as you inhale, low cobra, peel the chest up, and then as you exhale, lower down, press back into downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe you need to lower down to the knees and move to puppy dog instead. If that's you, make whatever adjustment you need to make. Now on your next inhale, come high up onto the balls of your feet and look forward. As you exhale, bend the knees and like a spring, step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, back to a halfway lift. Grab the blocks if you need them. Exhale, back to a forward fold. And then as you inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach the arms out, up overhead. Try to keep that back flat as you stand tall. And then as you exhale, hands come back together at heart center. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale, circle arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Reach that chest forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, bend the knees, bend your elbows, lower down to the floor. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, low cobra, peel that chest up. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog or puppy dog. Inhaling, high up on those toes, look forward. Exhale, bend knees, empty of air. Step, hop, or walk your feet forward in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Stand tall and breathe. That was the least intense form of Sun Salutation A. I say least intense because every form of Sun Salutation A is intense. So give that a try. If you're ready to try a little bit more complicated one, we'll move on to that in the next video about Sun Salutation A.